during the ensuing conversation.
Two questions. Okay.
Make them count, I guess. He's trying to turn the conversation towards family. He's telling you how he understands you have a sister, Naomi.
Yes, that's right.
I'm hearing an awful lot about her. She's a mover and shaker in the Hillfolk political circles. I'd very much like to know more about her. If you'd like to be able to tell me about your about her.
Well, it's been years. It's been years since I talked to her, but I can.
Were you close when you were children?
Oh yes, very close. But we can talk about that in a little bit. I wanted to get back on the subject of what I may have heard about the recent events, which is has to do with the intervention of the living dead in the war, presumably created by Hydra's teeth, presumably coming out of Imperial territory. Well, to put it bluntly, do you believe that it's in the Elven Empire's interest to provide support to the nomads in the conflict?
Yeah, he says yes. It's in the Elven Empire's interest to ensure we have good relations with everybody, with the nomads, with the Hillfolk. If they're trying to defend themselves, we'd rather they were talking to us than to the Draconians, for example. Imagine the terrible things they could do.
So his flim-flam aside, that still operates as a yes to his question, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. It's a yes.
Right.
I'm sure some of this is stuff your sister would understand, being a political sort, as I gather she is. But
maybe, but why? If you're going to intervene, why can't you intervene to just stop the war? That may sound naive, but the conflict is accelerating. It's not accelerating.
We try to be a positive influence and give wise advice to other countries, but they don't always listen, and we can't stop people fighting. I think maybe you're overestimating how powerful the Empire's arms are.
Maybe so.
That wasn't a yes/no question, by the way, so you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know it was.
I was checking.
Shoot. Trying to get an angle on this guy.
Sadly, he says, it seems there are some people in Hillfolk territory who are keen to see a war that will promote their interests. And if only we had better communication with them, perhaps we could dissuade them. As we try to persuade the nomads not to be violent.
With Hydra teeth.
Yes, I would love to. I would love to be able to somehow over peace if I knew. Are you committed to ending the conflict?
Question. Yeah. Okay. So, under your steely gaze, he
Crisis
kind
of personality for this guy.
he mumbles and admits, no.
All right.
Well, he then goes on to explain that there's all sorts of ways conflicts can end, but he's not.
Yeah.
I'd like to see peace, but peace isn't my job.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, I think one thing Girl would be doing during this conversation, I mean, there are other people in this pavilion.
There are. Do you want to
at least would be scanning around, especially after I got that bit of information that we need to be watching things particularly carefully. I think I would be trying to kind of get a sense of, is anybody paying us particular attention?
Okay. If people paying attention, that's an alertness roll. Give me an alertness roll.
And I got a good result on my alertness.
Okay.
Proud.
Yes. Who's watching?
Well.
Oh, okay. Who's watching you is you're being intently studied from across the room by a person in a huge and elaborate draconian costume. Draconians being
exotic and
big,
foreign and big,
dragon-like people. I forget if they have wings or not, but they definitely have tails, I think. And his is an extremely long tail, and people keep tripping over it. And a huge mask with big teeth, and altogether, he's made too much effort. He's watching you.
All right.
If you want to give me a memory roll, Girl, to see if there's anything about this person who's watching you that looks familiar, or smells familiar, or familiar body language, or anything like that.
I got a poor result on the memory.
Okay.
I can't really give you a bonus from the good roll earlier. Yeah, you notice he's very tall and is kind of he looks like he's slightly out of place standing there like that. Other than that, you don't recognize anything about him. Sorry?
Makes her way over to Shining Star and just kind of whispers, just a little nudge to kind of alert, right? The Draconian seems to be particularly interested.
I'll take a look and see if it's Ernest.
Good roll for this. That sounds like alertness as well, but you've got +1 column shift, which you have a particular idea as to who it might be.
Yes, with a evident 99, I have an awesome alertness roll. So I will check it. And
right, okay. I've no idea how to make this awesome. It's obviously Ernest. You can see his face
between
the teeth of the Draconian. We'll carry that forward in case it.
I might get a column shift or something if I interact with him. But that's the only thing I could think of. But yes, I said, oh yeah, that's. I'll even just say to Girl, oh yeah, that's Ernest. Yeah, figures.
Yeah. All right.
It's at this point that somebody trips over his tail and smashes him against the wall and entangled in limbs at the far side.
Oh no!
Maybe.
All right. I hope he's got a quick release on that costume for when he has to leap out and stab the assassin or something. All right. Yeah, he was on. You remember him? He was on the ship with us. All right then. So.
All right. I'll sort of make my way back to Shining Star and just sort of low-key say, well, doesn't seem like someone I can come to a meeting of the minds with.
Is he? Are they actually fomenting the troubles upon the Hillfolk?
Yeah, I think so. And I don't know what to do if there's not anyone in the hierarchy who actually wants to take a different course. I mean, I know the hill folk are. I just don't know if there's any way to stop the spiral in the hill folk world without. I don't think Christabel wants to go back to Smith City, but maybe one of these days a trip deep into the heart of hill folk country is in her future. I don't know. Anyway.
Shining Star thinks, her face goes very impassive for a second, if that gets spoken in any way. Face goes very impassive, and then a little thought balloon just has this image of a whole bunch of hillbillies in it. And she's like got this completely unenthusiastic look on her face. We could. If only it was so simple as just like knifing the guy, right? But some other equally idiot. Yeah.
No, it's not about him, or rather, I think it's more about getting higher up the ladder.
He's pretty high, but okay.
Do you know the
Well, I mean, she's probably here. Look around for the most, milkmaid looking costume you can, and I'm pretty sure it's her. So that's my guess.
I mean, that can't be true, can it?
Yeah, look around for the person who's got like a tooth blacked out, and everybody thinks it's hilarious. Do you think I'm kidding?
I would take
this is a pretty good guess if you ask me.
Good faith, and look around for the Empress.
Okay.
Blonde, or she'd probably be wearing a wig, would you?
Yeah, she'd be wearing some kind of ratty milkmaid wig, or crone wig, or something like that. And also somebody who's obviously well attended and everybody thinks is hilarious.
Okay, Crystal, if you're looking around for the Empress, give me a fate roll.
That does seem like the right roll.
Feeble.
Oh, man.
Ooh, okay, right. So, my thinking here is, my prep says there's no elf queen at this party. Puck is not that important. He's important, but he's the star of the show here. So,
well, I'll look around convinced that she is until I eventually...
You can absolutely do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, however, you're looking around and fate has not been kind to you. You can say feeble.
I did say feeble.
Okay.
You spend an hour chatting up somebody in a milkmaid costume who's not the Empress?
What would be the most awful thing to have? The embarrassing.
She attracts the attention of patients and has to...
No, her again. She's sort of our hovering catastrophe.
Yeah.